Good morning and welcome to Tripsdrill here in Germany for my first ever visit. I've wanted to visit this park for quite a few years. It looks absolutely adorable, and you'll see why I went for that word choice when we get inside. This is one of the parks on this road trip that I do know quite a bit about. The different rides here, there's 4 roller coasters, it looks like an awesome log flume, various other attractions, and yeah, honestly I can't wait to get inside and see it all. So yeah, I kind of know a little bit what to expect from here, and honestly it looks like my sort of park. It's amazing to finally be standing here at the entrance plaza to go into Tripsdrill. The park itself has been owned by the same family since 1929, which is when it opened, 90 years ago, and that's what they're celebrating this year, and you might be able to see at the back there on the entrance. You've got the big 90 banner, and yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to this so much. Looking forward to sharing lots of on-ride footage. I spoke to the park, they've actually gave me a complimentary ticket to come in today, which is really kind of them, and I'm just about to get the GoPro checked off to take on all the rides here. Yeah, I'll spin you around so you can see this cute little entrance. Here we go, so you can see at the top there, 90 years of Tripsdrill. And here's the map of the park just here. It's quite a big park actually, so we're just down here. I'm standing at that map. I like how they even put the map on the map, that's quite cool. And you can see there all the different rides all the way around, including those 4 different roller coasters. And especially this Gerstlauer up here that I'm really looking forward to, the wooden coaster. There's a Gerstlauer bobsled here as well, which is over there, and another junior coaster, which is down here. But yeah, the park itself looked absolutely wonderful. I wanted to come here for a few years, mainly because of the theming, and there's some unique manufacturers with some of the rides here, and there's also some very unique theming inside this park, and the stories behind them. So I'm looking forward to sharing all of that with you in the vlog. Such a small little entrance, isn't it? Just 2 turnstiles over there. See what I mean by it? Just looks adorable. And look at all of these buildings. Got the washing hanging up here as well. This is like the entrance street where you've got the shop. There's a cafe over there. And then look at this weird ride down at the bottom here. This looks absolutely wonderful. It's just very charming. And yeah, exactly what I was expecting from the entrance. It's very nice, isn't it? Some pillowcases and stuff up there, some bed sheets just hanging off the side. I was trying to find guest services because I went to a building down there and it wasn't the right one, so I'm just trying to find it just to get the GoPro checked off. They're going to give me like a slip apparently to show on the ride, which is very efficient. I just need to try and find out where guest services is because it's not down that entrance street apparently. Right then, so I found guest services. I've got my filming permission and we're all good to go. So it's time to find my way around this park. Like I say, we've got 4 roller coasters to get, but this park is so much more than the roller coasters. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, there's a lot of different themes here. Hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. There's a lot of different themes here and some very interesting style rides, like this one just over here. It's my sort of park this because it's different. I like things that are a little bit different. I don't really know where I'm going, however, it's just nice to be here and walking around, and I can hear screams from a roller coaster down in this direction. All the buildings are very cute. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Europa Park, to be honest, which is a couple of hours away from here. And of course, check out those vlogs if you've not already seen them. Right, let's go for an explore. It's quite a big park and there's a lot of trees. It's very picturesque. Some sort of spinning ride over there. There's a lot to do, but park hours are 9 until 6. It's took me about 20 minutes to work out where guest services was though, so I've lost a bit of time. But yeah, let's head down this way to the left. Right then, so I found my first roller coaster, and this is the little Zero Tivoli, opened in 1986. Just gonna walk on cue straight in, thought we may as well do it whilst we're here. I don't think some of the bigger rides open until a bit later, so. No messing about on this one. The operator just stays sitting in the cabin, make sure everyone's put the lap bars down from there, and then off it goes. The train was stopped in the station maybe 30, 40 seconds, and off we go, through the trees. Hey. Oh, hey, some good near misses on this. Nice fountain package in the middle. Quite a long layout on this as well, very nice. Just trying to think about the layout, because a lot of these are normally clones of other ones. It's quite hard to tell with this one because there's so many trees around. I'm just trying to think, because I do seem to recognise this similar footprint to this. What a glorious day for my first ever visit to Tripsdrill. Wonderful weather. There we go. Nice way to start the day there with a ride on the racing millipede, as it translates to in English. And yeah, I'm sure that layout, I recognise it from somewhere. Maybe it's Express at Pleasurewood Hills, that's similar. I'm not too sure because it's got all that theming around it. It's quite hard to tell because there's a few different like generic layouts for that. And I've been on that many of them now that I struggle to remember, especially when it's got that much scenery around it. That's the thing with this park. It's got some beautiful buildings. This is what I've noticed so far. It does remind me very much of Europa Park in terms of the overall look of the place. Yes, this isn't themed to different countries all throughout Europe, but in terms of how the buildings look and all the paths, how they feel, it's just adorable. Like, it's the sort of park where you can just sit down in an area, really just relax and take it in, or you can ride massive roller coasters like Keiretsu that opened here in 2013, and it's a Gerstlauer infinity coaster. But I've heard this is quite smooth. The launch is apparently fantastic on this, and yeah, I'm excited to ride. It opens in 15 minutes, so it looks like the park's going to be quite busy, so I'm going to come and wait for this and get on it nice and early and wait for it to open. But yeah, look at the coaster. Very nice. It's got 4 inversions on this. But yeah, I've heard it's quite smooth, which I'm glad about, because you know my thoughts on these Gerstlauer thrill coasters. Also, I thought getting on it early in the day is definitely going to be smoother as well, because it's not been running all day. Quite nicely landscaped all around here. Ooh, here they are, look. Goes into this tunnel. Well, I like the look of that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to riding this, and the other 3 coasters are all down in this corner of the park. So you've got the wooden coaster over there. That's a very unique manufacturer because it's actually the only one of those, so that's quite interesting, but more about that later. And there's also a Gerstlauer bobsleigh somewhere around here as well, next to a very heavily themed log flume that I'm looking forward to. Oh, this is very pretty, isn't it? See, this now gives me the Toverland vibe here, with how open it is and a wooden coaster, lots of grass around. You know, it's like, it reminds me of Troy a little bit, and obviously I know that's a GCI, but just in terms of the visuals of it all in a big open space. And this is it, Keiretsu. It's already got a bit of a queue, but I think it's worth it to get on it nice and early. It's only going to get busier. So let's go on this Gerstlauer infinity coaster. Wow, it's a very nice queue line. Some beautiful details. Look at this. It's quite cool, isn't it? Very nice. Music from I'm a Score on this one as well. I must say this queue line is absolutely awesome. I've gone for the option to wait for the front row of my first ride. I do like it when they give you separate queue lines for that, it's always good. Look at this track here with the train on. I must say the train design is awesome. All the lights on the back. Look at this theme in here. I mean, this is fantastic. Not even got on the ride yet. Love the theme. Oh, there we go. I can hear the screams. Well, let's go and get on the front row of Keiretsu. First ever ride here at Tripsdrill.
Off we go then. I'm looking forward to this from seeing POVs before. And here we go. Starting off in the dark on Keiretsu. I've heard it's quite a snappy launch, this one. So we go to about 56 miles an hour. Oh, oh, straight into an inversion. Hey, and here we go. Hey. Wow, very smooth. Woo! Hey! Oh, wow! Woo! That was awesome. That was very good and very smooth as well. That did not feel like I was on a Gerstlauer. That was brilliant. Blimey, whatever they did to that ride to make it that smooth, please do it to the other ones. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, Carnan at Hansa Park has lost its top spot as the best Gerstlauer I've ever been on. That's the one. Like, I absolutely loved that. That was ridiculously smooth. I mean, that was brilliant. Really nice. The track was really nicely profiled all the way round. The two dive loops I really enjoyed. Of course, the top hat was great. I just felt no jolt at all. I mean, that was brilliant. Really good, smooth coaster. I can't believe that I'm saying it. I mean, I'm starting to come around to Gerstlauer, you know. I'm starting to enjoy them a bit more. And you've got to bear in mind that this is my preference on rides. I know there's some people out there that find B&M coasters to be boring and too smooth, and that's fine. You know, that's the beauty of us theme park enthusiasts. We've all got different experiences to share and different top coasters. But yeah, that's definitely the best Gerstlauer I've ever been on. Really enjoyed that. The launch was really snappy, and I think what made it as well was the mid-course really slowed the train down. So it meant throughout the last part of the ride, it was very enjoyable. It was a bit like how Soar the Ride used to be. And I know that's a Eurofighter, so a different model, and of course that's got lap bars, whereas Soar and a lot of the Eurofighters, they've all got the over-the-shoulder restraints. But honestly, that was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. The fact it slowed the train down was brilliant. I mean, Soar used to do that, like I say. However, for some reason, it just goes straight through that now, and it makes that last inversion really painful. But that was brilliant. Like, can't fault that coaster at all. Really nice queue line, lots to look at all the way around. The train design, some of the nicest themed trains I've ever seen. They've got to be in my top 5 themed trains for a coaster. All the LED lights that were on there, absolutely brilliant. Really, really good coaster that. I thought I might enjoy it, just from looking at it and seeing POVs from before. But no, that was awesome. Very much enjoyed that front row, and I'll try it on the back row later on. The thing for me with these Gerstlauers, when they've got a lap bar restraint, they're a lot better in my opinion. And with that, they weren't pushing it down too tight either. It was just nice. I enjoyed it. Anyway, up next, my third coaster out of 4, and that's this unique wooden coaster called Mammuts. So let's go and have a ride on this. Very nice structure here at the entrance. Just going back to the whole IMA-score situation with Keiretsu. It's got some very nice music that I did hear in a couple of places, but not as much as I was hoping to, because I've listened to the soundtrack quite a bit and I really like it. It didn't seem to be playing that loud, and there just seems to be a bit of a lack of music around some of the areas of the park. But it is naturally beautiful, this place, isn't it? It's not particularly heavily themed. It's just very nicely landscaped, lots of flowers, lots of trees. Like the fact that the coasters dip and dive round like this. Absolutely love it. And it's got some very nice buildings here. I mean, the log flume looks stunning. That theming looks brilliant on there. Yeah, Keiretsu, all the station and everything there was just lots to look at that I really like with the coaster. So how cool is this? I actually remember this happening years ago when it opened. As you can see, this guy went round the coaster on roller skates. How awesome is that? Yeah, I remember it going viral at the time. And I think that's when I first really heard about this park and what they had here, to be honest. Bear in mind, Keiretsu didn't exist back then. But yeah, this coaster opened in 2008. The trains were built by Gerstlauer. The coaster itself was all built by German companies. So yeah, it's a very unique ride, this one. Nicely themed. I'm looking forward to it. It's got a bit of a show element, I believe. On-ride footage there from the front row of Mammal. The one thing that stole the show for me on that was that awesome pre-drop section before the lift hill with all the theming, the show elements in there. Really liked that, all the smoke and everything, and it was definitely air conditioned in there because it was really nice and refreshing. I could just sit in there all day. But yeah, all the theming and stuff in that was brilliant. Straight up the lift hill, all the audio, and then round to the coaster itself. And I wouldn't say it's anything special. Like I say, it's nice how it's a unique manufacturer in terms of they've worked with a few different people to put that ride together. I do like that. They've kept it local. That's the thing with this park. They like keeping things in Germany, and they're very proud of that. And I really like that, how they've sort of gone with that whole approach with this park, and it's been owned by the same family for 90 years. I just think that's fantastic. But yeah, the ride itself, it was a little bit rattly. You can feel the train going from side to side a bit. I wouldn't say it was rough, it just had a bit of a judder like that. It wasn't anything that caused any discomfort anyway during the ride. The layout itself, not really that intense. It felt quite controlled. It felt a bit like an Intamin wooden coaster, a bit like Balder at Leesburg, for example, where it feels quite controlled. It didn't have that sort of rough and ready feel to it, but the layout was really good. I liked that tunnel at the end as well. Again, that was air conditioned, what you just dipped down into. So yeah, overall, it's a good ride. It's not one of my favourite wooden coasters out there, but yeah, it's a good solid family coaster. Very, very smooth. In terms of going all around the corners and everything, but like I say, just had that bit of a rattle that just juddered side to side. It was really weird because it didn't cause any discomfort during the ride at all, but yeah, it just sort of rattled a bit to the side. In terms of the operation on there, it's on one train sadly. I know it has got two. Maybe they're having an issue with the other one, or maybe it's not busy enough for it. I don't know. I mean, I waited about 15 minutes for the front row, so I don't think that's too bad at all. It looks nice, this coaster as well, doesn't it? Like, just over there. I'm really enjoying this park. It feels very laid back. The staff are really friendly in there, so chilled out. Just look really happy, like they're not putting on like a fake show, and I like that. It's all very, you know, they just look naturally happy, enjoying the job, operating a wooden coaster. Anyway, I've got a couple of rides to go on here next, 2 more big rides. My final coaster, which is a Gerstlauer bobsled, and also this wonderful log flume. Look at this. Wow, I absolutely love this building. Definitely one of my favourite theme park buildings I've ever seen. That the fact you've got the log flume and the coaster all interacting with each other, I think that's fantastic. The log flume itself, very steep. Like the look of that big drop there. The coaster, oh, very nice. I think I'm going back up this way actually. I've just walked around here like looking for the entrance, but yeah, I think it is back up in this direction. New play area going in there, you can see with the construction. But yeah, I'm very much enjoying it. Like, it's just so chilled here. That's a unique view, isn't it, as well? That cute little German building up there on the hill. Then you just got this Gerstlauer coaster in front of it. It's just the stuff what only happens in like European parks. That love it. It's in the middle of nowhere, this place, and again that really makes it. It's also got a nature park here as well, which yeah, I'll try and check out. I don't know if it's part of the main park or not, or if you have to walk through a separate entrance. I'm really not too sure, to be honest. I didn't want to like read too much into that, because it's not really my sort of thing, but we'll have a little look at it if we get time today. And here we go, this is the entrance round to the Gerstlauer bobsleigh. Another nice building, let's go. Love that interaction between the coaster and the log flume. When I say log flume, we're going to be sitting in bathtubs. It's going to be like I'm back on the flume at Alton Towers. This is very different. Not really a pre-show, it's just part of the queue line. Like little museums throughout the queue line, like all this little bits of stuff. I do like this a lot. Oh, it's a bit dark around here. Here we go. Yeah, I did read like that there was like museums and stuff around the park. Like, there's a lot to see here away from the coasters, like I say. And as much as you know, I want to get all these credits done. Oh, hello there, you all right, mate? You're on YouTube. I just thought, you know, let's get these coasters done and then go and have a look around the rest of the park. I'm not too fussed about doing loads of re-rides because I want to make sure I try and see as much as I can for the rest of the park. And here we go. Oh, looks like the station's only there. 20 minutes apparently. it's 5 to 11 and that's all 4 roller coasters done here at Tripsdrill. Pretty happy about that. You know what I'm like, I like to get round, get the coasters done, then I can see the rest of the park and everything else it has to offer. But yeah, in terms of the Gerstlauer there, very good. Again, nice and smooth. In terms of the theming around it, love how it interacts with the log flume. Absolutely brilliant. And I think they're great family coasters as it is. Back in the UK, we've got one at Poulton's Park, and that's a great ride. However, it'd be even better if it had some theming like this. With Poulton's, they also need a permanent log flume. So imagine them doing something like this, building a log flume around it and putting in some theming. That looks awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go and have a ride on this log flume whilst I'm here. Like I say, just before 11 o'clock, so I've been in the park 2 hours nearly now. So yeah, not too bad at all really. I'm quite happy with what I've done so far. And I really like it here, the chilled vibes. It's absolutely baking today. I've not mentioned the temperature. There's gonna be highs this afternoon of 31. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, and look at this. How cute is this for an entrance? Got some bathtubs. There we go. So this is the entrance. There's a lot of rides here that I just don't know how to pronounce. So this one's closing at 5 o'clock it seems. So the park hours are 9 till 6, but not everything opens at 9 o'clock. And obviously some things close a bit earlier. Not too keen on that. I do prefer everything to be open for the full day really. So this was built by Mack Rides and opened in year 2000. So it's 19 years old. And the quality of the bathtubs on this look very good. The only thing I can really compare them to is the flume at Alton Towers that had that re-theme and was sponsored by Imperial Leather from 2004. And of course it shut a few years ago. And now we've got a massive wooden roller coaster there. And I love my log flumes, but I'm not complaining. I absolutely love Wicker Man. Oh, looks like we're gonna get a bit of a splash here, does it? Hey! This looks brilliant. Really like that. I mean, that's one of the most impressive log flume drops I've ever seen. Very, very nice. Welcome to the Bathtub Log Flume Museum here in the queue line. Gives you something to look at, doesn't it, whilst you're waiting? I don't think the queue's too bad actually, from what I've just seen. But still, there we are, lots of stuff to look at in this random museum. How strange, but I like it. Certainly different.
Okay, I'm not too sure what she's doing there. Maybe she's just had a bath or something. I'm not too sure. Or she's going for a bath. But I'm on the front row in my bathtub, so here we go. What makes this quite authentic is the fact it's got a plug hole down the bottom there. Yeah. Oh, bit of water dripping down here. Whee! Nice day for it though today. So I don't know how many drops or anything on this. I mean, we're going quite high inside this building. I assume it's going to be themed inside, or at least I hope so. Oh, look at that interaction. It's a big thing for me when rides interact. This is my favourite area of the park, these two rides here. As much as Keiretsu is my favourite coaster here, in terms of the area, this is the nicest for me. Hey! Oh, lovely. How refreshing. Can't beat a good log flume, can you? Or a bath flume. Oh, got some audio. Hopefully some show elements. Can't see anything at the moment. There we are. Oh! What the hell is going on in here? Okay, there's some naked people there in the bath. Oh my god. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. Oh my god. It's a bit raunchy, isn't it? Got some fake flame effects here at the side. Looks like some doors are going to open just here. There we are. I see, it's to make it feel like you're going to go forward, but in fact, it's a backwards drop. That's cool. Hey, oh, quite a big one. Wow. That was good, 2 drops so far. And we got the big one, so yeah, it's probably a 3-drop special, I'd imagine. Very nice. Oh, up we go. Just a mini lift. I see. Takes on to another turntable. Great art of these flume rides with turntables. Off we go. Let's climb up the lift hill. And we'll see at the top. As if by magic, here we are at the top. Oh, that's a good view. The bobsled. What a wonderful area for a park. I tell you what, I've been to some lovely parks this trip that are in gorgeous areas. And this is another one of those. Absolutely stunning. Oh my God, it gets worse. What's going on here? Put some clothes back on, love. What are you doing? Yeah. Very nice building. Keiretsu over there. Right, let's see how wet we're gonna get. Another famous quote now after this trip. Whee! Oh my God! Quite a bit. Blimey. There we are. Oh, that's gonna keep me cool for a while. Lovely. Enjoyed that. I've had my soaking in the bath. I've had my wash for the week now. I'm joking, of course.
3-drop special there and some very strange theming, and the museum in the queue line. It's honestly, at this park, it's very different, but I like it. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very beautiful, nicely landscaped, some great theming, and yeah, that was a good log flume. That I like the fact you were sitting in the bathtubs. It reminded me of the good old days of being on the flume at Alton Towers. Look at this for a nice visual here. I'll spin you around. It's lovely, isn't it? We've got this rickety suspension bridge, which I'm about to walk over. Nice fountain package. We'll go for a little stroll over this, shall we? A bit like the one in Adventureland at Disneyland Paris. There we go. Go for a walk over. Whee! Now there's rapids over here, so that's where I'm heading to. It's a Hafema Rapids, this one, so again, something a bit different to get on. I've done a few of their rides, but whee! Oh, it proper swings, this one. Whee! Let's go over and have a look when I escape off this bridge. Oh, thank you. Dankeschön.
Dass wir dann hier bleiben, Elina, aber es ist alles so. Das ist nicht das.
We've got a bit of washing going on in this queue line. Got some persil on there. Got some aerial underneath. Get your washing done. That's it, you got nice clean clothes, haven't you now, love? That's it. Here we go. As people leaving, I assume it's maybe quite busy. Well, got to have a go. It's my 6th ride though. And they've all been major rides, so I'm quite pleased with that. So 30 minutes from that board back there, so I don't think that's too bad on a hot day. I waited about 10 minutes for the flume ride. Hey, put my washing in. I've got some in the car actually. That's it. Oh, can put my washing in there. Oh, I don't think this is too bad. Some nice theming. Very similar to Europa Park, this place. It feels a cross between Europa Park and Toverland. That's how I'd sort of describe Tripsdrill. And here we go. See you on the ride. Well, I thought I'd just have to show you this before we get on. Got a model of the rapids here. That's where we are in this station building. Got the water wheels down there. How cool's that? I like how they've got it on display. Got some scales here as well. And off we go on the rapids. Walk on cue. So I'm not complaining about that on this Hafema.
Looks like a good one, this. Hey. So the thing with these, the water all comes down the sides and into the middle. Hey. Adds a bit of a different thrill compared to the Intermins. Did another half of them earlier on in the trip. And they're good rides. Hey. That's all the queue line that we just walked through. That model's just up there. Hey. Nice themed trough all the way around the side on this one. Do you like that when they're not just a concrete trough? Here we go. Oh! Hey! Waterfall action. Nice ride. Gets quite wild in some parts. Hey. Round towards the huge waterfalls now. There they are. These look great. Very nicely themed. A bit different as well. Here we go. Who's going to get it? Oh no. Hey. Uh-oh. Hey. It's a good effect there where it cuts off in some sort of tunnel now. Hey. Bit of a mini drop that was. Bit of mist in here. No theming in here, unfortunately. That's a shame. Quite a long ride. Entering into the whirlpool now. I like these. Now you see the whirlpool down there in the middle. And this is the final element on the ride. And there we go. Back down towards the end. That was a good rapids, that. Not the best, not the worst, just a good solid rapids. Great views. Some nice bits of theming around in some areas as well. Great views of Keiretsu.
Not bad rapids, that. Quite enjoyed it actually. Some good theming around, especially in the queue line. They seem to be obsessed with rides about having a wash here, don't they? They put me in a bathtub over on the log flume. This one's like a themed laundress all through the queue line. But on a serious note, I really like it. It's a charming park. These family-owned parks are definitely the best ones in my opinion. And when they've got that charm to them like this, the fact they've got the model, for example, for the ride when it was built, it's just there in the queue line for you to look at. Love all that sort of stuff. Very impressed so far. It's 10 to 12. It's nearly 3 hours in. I've done 6 major rides, 4 coasters, 2 water rides. And yeah, it's time to find somewhere to get some food, I think. So yeah, and then I've got, what, 6 hours still to go to have a look around the rest of the park, get some re-rides in. Yeah, I got loads of time. I'm really happy with what I've done so far and really enjoying the park. It's exactly what I was expecting and I really love it. Yeah, so I got myself a nice bratwurst with some fries and a drink, and it was €9, so not too bad really. I'd say it's a reasonable price for the portion that I've got. Large drink as well. No branding on the cups though, how weird's that? It's a bit strange, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to tuck in and we'll head around this side of the park and do some more rides. Some more unique stuff to see. This park is absolutely wonderful. I love it to bits. All the planting around and look at this effects. It's quite cool. It's like a normal boat ride, but then they've added on like some water guns onto it. So it's a bit like a splash battle, but it's like a normal boat ride. Very interesting. Absolutely gorgeous. And this windmill here is a huge part of the park's history. Apparently this was built to one of the first things here, and then this sort of attracted people to come to visit Tripsdrill because it's got like a beer garden and there's a slide in there. So I've just been chatting to a lovely family who've given me loads of information about the park, fans of the channel. So hi out there to you if you're watching, you're all lovely. It's great to chat to you. And the food was really nice there as well. I'd give it a good, probably 7 out of 10, I'd say. Reasonable. Anyway, up next I'm going on this little tower just here, little tower ride. Bit of information all about it there. It's in German, so unfortunately I don't understand it, but that's what's going to happen to us. Here we go. This looks very similar. Actually, this is the same ride as that I went on at Pertus City in France, what, about a week ago now. There we go. Right, let's head round and have a ride on this. Looks quite quiet. And I'll take you along with the GoPro.
Right then, up we go on this drop tower. Wonderful views from this as well over that boating lake. As you can see, they've got 2 of these. There's one opposite as well, so I assume during busy times they use that one. Hey! Funny little rides, these. In fact, I've never seen one before up until the other week, and then going on this one now. Oh, some good theming at the top, some pumpkins. It's a bit jolty, this one. Hey! Oh, very jolty. Wonder how old this is. Hey! Oh, blimey, yeah. So scary when it does that. Just the noise it makes as well. There we go.
Absolutely crazy they are. Like the fact I'd never seen one before and then I've done 2 within the space of a week. But yeah, what I like with that one is that it's got another one as well for throughputs, which is good. And it's got some good theming around it. I mean, the cactus was quite nice on the other one that I went on. But I'd say this one, it just looks a bit more authentic, I would say, and fits in nicer with the area. But yeah, and it was certainly more intense with that push forward. Crazy. Anyway, I'm in with some more goats. Welcome to Goat Park Worldwide. I'm sorry, Charlotte. Oh, will this be the last part with goats? I don't know, there's only tomorrow and we'll find out. But here we go, let's have a walk through and see the goats. I've just noticed as well, there's another little ride over here, a little cars ride it seems. So that's very nice. Oh yeah, I'll have to have a go on there. It's like a soapbox car ride. Oh, that looks brilliant. Oh, it's on like a trackless system as well. I'll have to have a go on there. So yeah, I mentioned the fact there's a wildlife park here. Found out a bit more information. It's located somewhere over there. It's like a second gate, but it is included in your admission. But I assume if you want to, you can just buy a ticket to go to that. You don't have to come in to the theme park. I'd say so anyway. How nice is that up there, like a treehouse? And here's the goats. These look very happy goats. I think Charlotte would be very pleased with these goats. Got some small ones, some big ones. Just chill out. This one over here though, he's loving life. You're loving it there, aren't you, mate? In this temperatures today. Hello, how are you? I come down and see you. Welcome to Goat Park Worldwide. He's smiling, eating, living the dream, just chilling out. Right, I think we're going to check out that cars ride.
It's quite a nice area of the park. You saw there's a little log flume there as well, a small one for the kids. Just wait for the traffic light to go green. So relaxed this place is, honestly, like all the staff look so chilled out. Off we go. Got a little pedal down here. Tiny these are. What a nice little system. There we are, trackless ride system here. Wonder how old this is. I have to find out some more history about some of these attractions. And we've got those spinning rides down at the other end. They're on a track, but kind of remind me of the old Virginia reels. So head down there soon and do those. But yeah, this is the end of the park at this side. So there's the goats where I was just. Like I say, you got that little kid's log flume up there. And this cars ride, and that's as far as it goes this way. So I'm going to head back down towards the other end of the park and do some of them other rides in the middle. There's a Gerstlauer Skyfly to get on, and a couple of spinning rides, a few other flats as well. I think there's like a teacups and stuff down there. There's a chair swing. So yeah, lots more still to see. and just taking in the overall experience of Tripsdrill that I'm really enjoying. It's so laid back here. It feels so chilled out. And I know it's lacking in terms of a bit of audio in places. I mean, this is very quiet. However, in a way, I think they've maybe done that intentionally, just because it's so peaceful. They want it to be like this tranquil environment where it's just really relaxing. I can kind of see that's probably why there's not really much audio around the park. I mean, there is in some places, don't get me wrong, but like on this, it's just very quiet, silence, and you might have noticed that throughout the vlog. But I can kind of understand why, actually, as the days progressed. It's nice, and they want that chilled, relaxed vibe instead of music everywhere.
So it's a big part of the history of this park. Now it's time to discover it and go for a ride on the mat slide. And here we go, I've got me Matt just here. Oh, he's going for it. These are really awkward steps because they're not quite big enough to do full steps up. So you're just doing like tiny steps as you're walking up. We'll just try and do like 2 or 3 at a time. So here we are, climbing up in the windmill. So yeah, this is over 90 years old apparently. Oh, there it is. There's the slide, just self-operated. Don't think there's any traffic lights or anything, you just sort of go with it. So yeah, let's go for a ride.
Right, here we go, let's go for a slide down from the windmill. Hey. Oh my god. Hey, up the corner. That was a bit more intense than what I was expecting. And he came flying off. Yeah.
What I really like inside the bottom of this windmill as well is that it gives you all the dates from all the expansions over the years here at Tripsdrill, which is quite cool. Just go a bit further down the timeline, you start to see there in the 80s, more rides going in, that first coaster there. Model there of the awesome log flume. Really like parks that celebrate their history. There's that Gerstfire bobsled there. Oh, looks like someone also went round that on roller skates. I say it's a bit of a thing what they must like doing here at this park. Definitely didn't do it on the Gerstfire Infinity though. Can you imagine? Oh, there you go, 2003 that drop tower opened. There we are, 2004. What's that, 75 years? I think that means firework display. There we are, fascinating. It's got such a history, this park. And there's the windmill, and you can see everybody down at the bottom there, enjoying the beer garden. Some aerial photos of how that's, I assume, what it used to look like. How you can see that building on the hillside. All the park developing over the years. Wow, love a park with history. And this has certainly got a lot of it. So I've just come into another building here at Tripsdrill, and I think it's some sort of wine museum or wine tasting of some form. I've just scanned my park ticket and I've been given this glass. So I'm not 100% too sure, but I guess we'll find out shortly. Let's a little look at all the stuff inside here. There we are. I don't really know. Do we go downstairs, upstairs? Let's have a little walk around. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of wine tasting. Maybe it's free. I mean, the fact that you scan my ticket, maybe you can just come in here once a day and come and have wine. Oh, I can smell it now. Here we go. Ah, interesting. Ah, here we go. I'm not too sure. Oh, I see. So you have to, they give you a glass at the entrance, but then you pay for the wine. Interesting stuff. Oh, there's a guy there behind the bar. Very nice. Something a bit different. How unique. I'm not too sure what to think of it. It's just very, very different. It's like something what Europa Park would do. It's eerily quiet up here on the top level of this museum. Hearing the floorboards creak as I walk along. All these different figures. Very interesting. Oh, I see, there's that building again on top of the hill. God, so much history to this park. There's a lot for me to read into when I get back. I love parks that have just developed over time. Yeah, how strange. Like 1 minute you can be riding a wooden coaster or a Gerstlauer Infinity. Next minute you can be walking around a wine museum. Hearing them floorboards creak. Wouldn't fancy walking around here at night. So you actually get to keep the glass as a souvenir, like included in the park admission. How awesome's that? So that's why I assumed they scanned my ticket, just so they could give me this. I mean, there we are, 90 years on there of Tripsdrill for free. I'm not complaining about that. Very, very different. Can't say I've ever been given a free glass before from a park, but there you go. Anyway, how strange. Let's go for a little ride on this spinning tubs ride. I think there's 2 of these, but we'll start with this one. And it's got a walk on queue. Give me a free glass, I'm happy.
Off we go on the spinning tubs. Yes. Very similar to a Virginia reel. However, obviously this one's on a track. They run more in a trough. Well, yeah, it's the closest you can get unless you're going to go to Joyland in Great Yarmouth back in the UK, where there's the only one operating in the world, a proper Virginia reel. It might only be a junior one, but it is still a Virginia reel. I'm not spinning there though. I wonder if it starts when we go round, or is it maybe just because I'm on my own? I'm not too sure. But still, something a bit different. I think the whole idea of this is that you go and get your wine, and then you come on here and feel a bit more tipsy. I think that's the idea of it, maybe. There we go. Yeah, you probably got to have a couple of people in for you to spin, I'd imagine. Oh no. Oh, there we go. It's controlled. That's it. Whee. Yeah, so you have a few beers from the beer garden, have a couple of glasses of wine, and then come on here and see how you feel. I think that's the idea of it. Yeah. Love it. I can think of a lot of people that would enjoy that in a park. Me personally, I don't really have that much to drink. However, you know, I know a lot of people that do, so yeah. Come out here to Tripsdrill, you'd enjoy it.
I must say, everything in this park is done to a very high standard. Loads of fountains everywhere. And look at this. Love the presentation on this. All these fountains squirting up there on this Gerstlauer Skyfly. So yeah, let's go and have a ride on it. Not too sure exactly where the entrance is. Maybe around this way somewhere, I don't know, I can't quite tell. That's the thing with some of the rides here, it's quite hard to find out where you go in. It's like, I'm not too sure. That's the exit for the junior coaster. Maybe it's around that side somewhere. Let's go and have a look. So I found the entrance, it was just around the other side. Another nicely themed queue line with lots to look at. Nice flying contraption up there, and that's what this ride's all themed to. Looks a bit nicer than Skyforce at Blackpool, doesn't it? Oh my god! It's got a trommel! Oh, that's cool. Queue line with a trommel in it. Very nice.
It's only wait about 10 minutes for that, not too bad at all. Very nicely themed, like that fountain package. But most importantly, let's see if I can get this thing spinning. There's no wind at all today, so let's see. In Blackpool, that really does help. Feels like these are a bit stiffer to control actually on this. Oh, blimey. I'm in one of the better seats for spinning normally as well. Oh, there's a little monorail ride down there. Oh. Definitely feel very different. Nearly there, come on Sean. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, so close. He's got it in front. Oh no, not even one spin. Fountains are brilliant. Not many people getting spins at all on this. I think that person next to me's had like 2. Oh, the fountains really make this. Whew, it's hard work on this one, blimey. Guys, harder than Skyforce in Blackpool. That's it, end of the ride. Whew. No spins for Sean there. That was a bit of a fail from me, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't very good at that, was I? Nobody else seems to really get much spinning there either. There was someone who had a couple of spins, but that's about all. Like on a day like today, there's no wind at all. Like there was hardly any breeze even that time. But hey, are they good fun rides when you can get them going? But what made that was the fountain package. Really liked that. It felt like they were getting very close to your legs when you were going round. So enjoyed it. Anyway, if one spinning tubs ride wasn't enough, we've got another one just behind me here to go on next. And the beauty of this one, it's even got a roof on it. Let's go.
Off we go. Hey, I thought I'll start filming when we get spinning. I tell you what, this park is absolutely gorgeous. All the planting around. If I owned a park, this is exactly what I'd have. Something like this. Random rides, stuff like this, where it's just very pleasant, nice atmosphere, friendly staff. Ticks all the boxes, this park. It's very nice. And the fact that really it's in terms of putting in major thrill rides, that's something they've only just started to get into. You think about their 90-year history, it's only the past sort of what 10 years where they've really been thinking about them big rides. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this place goes in the future. Don't know what they go for next roller coaster wise, but there is something coming. According to RCDB, there is something on the way, so I look forward to following the developments. And yeah, keep you guys up to date here on Theme Park Worldwide. Woo! Just make you a little bit dizzy after a while. Promise I've not had any wine or any beer or anything. Apparently, you can get some free wine in there. I've just been looking at the comments that people have been putting on Theme Park Worldwide social media, so I must have missed the place where you can get it for free, because then people were definitely paying for it and with them machines, so I'm not too sure. Maybe you had to speak to the guy behind the bar, but I don't know. Keep on spinning. Long rides these as well. So much fun. I'm gonna have a re-ride on that little Zero Tivoli whilst I'm here, and then head back up to the Gerstlauer, have another go on there.
So I've just had another awesome 2 rides on the coaster that I don't think I've been pronouncing right all day after hearing other people in queue lines. But that doesn't surprise me because my pronunciation is terrible. And I admit that, honestly, I'm awful at pronouncing some of these parks that I go to and rides. But however you say it, Keiretsu or Keiretsu, I don't know, something like that. It starts with a K and ends in an O. I definitely know that. But yeah, just had another 2 awesome rides on it. And that's the most important thing. It's how it rides, isn't it? The name's important still. But when you don't know how to pronounce things very well, it's definitely how it rides. So yeah, for me, I did it on the back row. I thought, right, here we go, it might be a little bit more rough. Absolutely fine. I tried it on the outer seat on the front row, and again, absolutely fine. No matter where you sit, that coaster is very smooth, very enjoyable. #1 Gerst by a long way. It's just absolutely wonderful. It's a delight to ride. Got no Gerst ache. No pain, honestly, that thing is brilliant. The staff on there as well, they're not pushing down too hard and not getting stapled in with that nice lap bar restraint. Brilliant coaster. I'll definitely have another couple of goes on it later on. Nearly 3 o'clock now, so I'm gonna have another go on the wooden coaster or a couple of rides if it's quiet. I don't think the queues are that bad at all today, to be honest. It's been a good day. Got loads in. I think there's still a few more little things for me to see around the park as well. Yeah, there's a little flat ride up here that looks quite well themed. So I'll show you a bit of off-ride footage of that just so you can see it. It's only a little kid's flat ride, else I would have probably gone on. Just another couple of re-rides on Mammoth then, both of them at the back of the train. Much better at the back, it's got a bit more to it actually, a bit more force. Still not one of my favourite wooden coasters out there, but you know, I've tried it at the back now, I've done it at the front, just to see what it's like, you know, and that's the thing with these coasters, especially your wooden coaster, they really do vary depending on where you sit, so you can't make a full judgment on something until you've tried the different places really. But yeah, really enjoying it. I've just done the Gerstler bobsled twice again as well. Queues are very minimal at the moment, which is brilliant. And yeah, I'm probably just gonna have another go on the bathtub log flume. But I just wanted to show you this building again because I absolutely love this. It's one of my favourite themed buildings I've ever seen in a theme park. That interaction between the Gerstler bobsled and the log flume is just brilliant. It's an absolutely gorgeous building. Really would like to build something like this in my next Planet Coaster Park. It's going to be all based around different countries around the world. However, I could really implement that into maybe like a German theme or Swiss. I mean, I think that looks absolutely fantastic. If I had a theme park, there'd be a lot of rides like this where you've got two things interacting together. And in the queue line for this, they show you some photos actually, because obviously the Gerstler bobsled, what did that open? 2008, so a couple of years before. But they had all the concrete in position, all ready to build that flume ride that opened 2 years later. And all the theming obviously went in after that. So I imagine the first couple of years, yeah, it was still a good ride, but obviously it didn't have all this. And then when it was all completed in year 2000, I mean, it looked spectacular and everyone was really impressed. I love it. I think it's a gorgeous building. It's my favourite part of the park. Like I say, brilliant that. Wonder if they light it up at night. Anyway, I'm going to have another ride on the log flume and then we'll head down towards the other end of the park. There's a couple more flat rides I want to do, the chair swing, that weird thing that I saw right near the start of the vlog, back towards the entrance. And yeah, just see if there's anything else to have a little walk into, really.
Mach ich bloß mit, wenn die Mäuse und die Spatze auch zum Vegetarienessen erklärt werden. Miau.
Sorry, wo kann man ja schwätzen, Frau Mina Buschi. Die Ausnahmen bestätigen ja immer die Regeln.
Anybody out there remember Old MacDonald's farmyard at Alton Towers before they turned it into CBeebies Land? That's exactly like what that reminded me of, because there was the singing barn. And that was a bit of an animatronic style show, however you press buttons. This one here just tends to run and it's got some curtains and they come across and the show's ended. It's quite cool, isn't it? I've just been on this little flat ride. Not that much to show really on ride from this one, but just spins around a little bit. Not that fast really, this one. And we've got a chair swing over here as well that I've just been on. Quite nicely themed. And yeah, what's quite interesting with this is that the operator doesn't leave the cabin. I must say, it's the case on a lot of the rides here. The Gerstler bobsled, it's only got one man, like there's nobody checking the restraints or anything, it's just him on there, it's crazy. But yeah, with this, there's no, you know like how normally you have a chain, zooming on the seat, there's normally a chain, isn't there, over there, what comes up, and then you clip it in, nothing. So the operator just, yeah, checks like from there that everyone's in, and that's it. You know, like that's the thing over here, like especially in Germany, they've got a lot of common sense, and if you're on a ride, you do remain seated, you know, and you behave, and that's how it should be really. But yeah, it means that the operations are very, very good and they just get things sent. It's also good from a cost-saving perspective because a lot of the rides have only got one member of staff, that's all they need. But they seem quite chilled out. I mean, obviously the wooden coaster, the Gerstler Infinity, they've got more than one member of staff. I think the Gerstler's got 3, wooden coaster's got 2. But yeah, you know, it all depends, doesn't it? Like the other log flume, that was another one. There was one member of staff, nobody loading the boats or anything. It was just the operator. So yeah, you know, I don't mind so much, as long as they don't look like they're being worked too hard, so to speak. Whereas here, they do look quite chilled out. Yeah, we'll go on this. It's a little cycle monorail, this is. And here we've got a mini Aquanura. Welcome back to Efteling. Yeah, there's only a few more things I want to go on really now. Just this and that weird ride near the entrance I'm gonna check out. Well, there you go, I'm not too sure where the station is for this, probably somewhere down the back here. Then there's a few more like little buildings and stuff to walk into. Just some more of the weird and unique things that make this park. This vintage cars ride's quite nice as well. I noticed earlier on as well, I think it's this one, like there's somewhere it's like a horse and carriage going round, and others it's vintage cars, so that's a bit different. Here we are. It's just up here. A lot of the rides, you just sort of, they don't have massive entrances or anything. You just sort of walk up to them and it's like a normal path. I mean, it doesn't really look like a queue line, does it? But I quite like that, you know, it's just part of the mystery. This park, honestly, it's wonderful. I've really enjoyed it. Oh, what the hell's that? Oh no, this is it, there we go. It's just looked very weird there, how it was on the ground. Oh no, it's a separate thing, is it? There's two, I don't know. Yeah, let's go on here. Yeah, there's two, that's cycle monorail and this is a normal one. Wait for the traffic lights and on we go. I was a bit confused then, I was like, hang on, that doesn't look like the same ride vehicle. What am I pedalling? It's like a coach. Well, there you go, there's two of them. They've got the same style of track. But yeah, obviously this one's powered and that one's not. We've got to use our legs for that one. Hopefully I'll be on with some other people, else yeah, it's going to be a lot of hard work for me. What I'm thinking is, because there's just under 2 hours to go, probably going to go and check out the nature park and go and see that. I mean, I'm quite happy with what I've seen in terms of doing re-rides and stuff on the big coasters. But even my first time here, I think it'd be a good part of the experience to go and check it out. Like I say, it sort of operates as like a second gate. However, it is included if you're coming into the park. So I can assume, like I say, you can buy a ticket for that one, but I'll try and find out. Yeah, this is nice. Look at all this track here. Loads. Nice scenic ride, you know me, monorails, trains, whatever there is, transportation rides. I like having a ride on them. And I still call these transportation rides, even though they've only got one station, well, an onload and an offload. You know, because it's just a way of going around, allowing people to take pictures, getting some great views, especially over there of Keiretsu, I don't know. I've given up with how to pronounce it. I enjoy it a lot though. Just let you enjoy some of the ambience and views from this. And we'll go on the cycle one then. Here we go now, I recognise these. Bagatelle, I think it was, when me and Martin went there. These bikes that hop up and down as you pedal round. There we are, another little attraction though, isn't it? It costs nothing to run, adds something else to the park. That's what I like with a lot of these parks in Europe. It's not just about the major rides, there's a lot of little things as well. Little duck ride over there. It's just nice to have a look and see what there is. You know what I mean with this channel? I like to go around and just see what there is in the park. You got to have a bit of an explore. What's this thing over here? Oh, just a little spinning ride, I think. Oh no, oh, that's the station for it. How strange is that? I thought this was just a spinning ride in here, but no, it's not. It's a tracked ride just around this garden. Something that would really benefit this park, in my opinion, is a dark ride. Even if they converted something like this into one and put a show building on it, I do think a dark ride would go down very well here, and it's certainly the only thing I would say is lacking really from the park. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous here, but I do think a dark ride would complement it beautifully. Look at this, I mean, there's no queue line or anything for these ducks. You just hop on once they're stopped and there's the operator over there. Like, it's a different world, isn't it? Especially to back in the UK. There we are, where did we get on? I think, is that the exit there, or is it, I'm not too sure. Oh no, the traffic light's green. Let's go and have a cycle. Absolutely love the chilled out vibe that there is here in this park. It's like there, the operator just sort of waves over, says hello, off you go. Traffic light goes green to make sure you're spaced out. And that's it, off you go, just pedalling round. Like, it's great, isn't it? Getting my exercise in today here on my own on this. Wow, God, it's a different world, it really is. It makes you realise when you come to some of these other parks in Europe, it just makes you realise how different our culture is back in the UK. And I think it's a bit of a shame really that I think over here people have got a lot more common sense when it comes to rides. I mean, with stuff like this, like, I've got no restraint on me or anything, no seatbelt or anything like that I've got to wear. But you know, you're on a ride and you remain seated, don't you? It's common sense, you know, and I do like that. That's the European way over here, and I do enjoy that a lot. Hopefully this isn't too long of a ride. Else I'm going to be pedalling for a long time. Yeah, what another nice section of the park. And then bikes are just underneath here. Should we see how fast I can get going? Yeah. Don't know why I just hummed a bit of Fantasmic there. Don't even ask. Here we are. Oh, it's quite long. We go all around this corner. Oh, they've caught up over there. Yeah, we're definitely going to have a look around this nature park, because I feel like I've not had the full Tripsdrill experience if I've not seen it. I think you get to it on like a land train as well, so still a little ride to go on, isn't it?
Ein Ausflug ins Wildparadies zu Fuß. Neue Kraft und guten Mut, so wirst du's auch in Liebesdingen wieder zu der Leistung bringen, die man ist von dir gewohnt.
So after pedalling myself round there on the cycle monorail, I've come for a little walk through this attraction here. It's a little animatronic walkthrough or museum, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, okay, you're right down there.
Im Zeitalter der Emanzipation versteht es sich von selbst, junger Erwachsen sein sollten. Eines ist ja wohl auch klar, mein Herr. Sie werden bei mir als Hausmann tätig sein und ich hoffe sehr für Sie, dass Sie kochen können.
So the idea is you press the red button, and then something lights up, and it reveals, oh dear, there we go, oh you're right there, and it starts up. So you're doing the rolling pin dance there or something.
Ich werd Sie. Ach, Sie sind auf meinen Draht gekommen. Ich dachte schon, mein...
Not exactly too sure what was going on in there, but it's clearly all part of the history of this park, and people said to me, oh, you know, there's some weird little bits that you can go into, and Sean, you'll probably quite like it. And I do, I just appreciate stuff that's a bit different. Like this, I don't know what we do here, maybe wind the thing, let's have a look. Looks like some sort of another animatronics show or something. So I think we turn this. Oh, that way. I was spinning it the wrong way. Oh, there we go. Any audio? Oh, here we go. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Hey, it's like Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Here we go. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. In the tiki, 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 tiki. Yeah, I'll stop singing. How nice. Cuckoo. Wonderful. Here at Tripsdrill, in 31-degree heat as it is now. There was a chapel there at the back of the park in that beautiful building with the clock on it. There we are, we got some sort of well here where you pull these and all sorts of different things pop up out the well. How strange. Oh, we got some babies there. Oh, hello. What is going on? Very strange. Right, I'm going to continue down this way, see if there's anything more to walk into like that. Oh, there we go. We've got 90 in the floor. Oh, that's a nice picture for Instagram, isn't it? Make sure you give us a follow at Theme Park Worldwide. So they've got these at F-telling. It's a bin where he just sucks it in and you feel all the air there. Got no rubbish to put in, unfortunately. Well, there you go. Yeah, you literally hold it there and it just goes phew, inside. How different. Yeah, this section here reminds me of Europa Park very much. Reminds me of like the English section actually of Europa, just with the building style and that round here. So you've got to bear in mind, Europa Park's England is very different to actual England in terms of how the building's designed. It's more sort of old school Shakespeare England that the Europa Park area is based on, really. Another little kids flat ride inside the trees there. It's all very hidden away, that one. It's like a mystery. Just a little spinning ride, I think.
Have you read that?
went on that weird little family ride that was close to the exit to the park, and I made my way over here to the nature park, animal park, just to have a little walk through. Looking forward to this. Yeah, the land train takes you back and forward between the main park itself. That, I believe, is their on-site accommodation here at Tripsdrill. Got them wagons all the way across. Looks very nice. It's very small, but quite quaint, isn't it? I don't know what there is in terms of facilities and things around here. Look inside the log cabins there. Very nice. Right, let's go. Got my ticket from the park. Like I say, you can use that to get in here for free. But you can pay for this separately, it seems, up there. There we are. So what's that? €8 normally for a child. €11 for an adult, I think that is. Right, let's go through. Oh, it's so peaceful around here, very relaxing. In terms of how far away this is from the main theme park itself, it's around a 5-minute ride, so not too far at all really. You can walk it as well. It's got its own car park over here if you don't want to park on the theme park one and just come to this. So yeah, it's not too badly priced really. I'm not too sure on the exact size of this, but it's all in the trees, in the forest. It's very nice. We've got some, these stalks, I think that's what they're called down here. There we go. You know me, I'm not a massive animal person. I know Charlotte is, she'd really enjoy walking around here. Yeah, I think there's some animals that are actually just walking around inside the nature park as well. Like those deer that I can see up there. Looks like quite a big area, doesn't it? The path runs all the way round. Bit of a, well, not a circle, but certainly loops round. Thought, I've got to come and see this. It's all part of the Tripsdrill experience, isn't it? As much as I could have had a few more re-rides in the main park, thought I'd had about an hour and a half spare to come over here and see this. Make sure I've not missed anything. Oh, it's really nice how you're in with them, isn't it? You can buy food as well to feed the animals. The good thing is they've got a large space around them as well, which is good. Hello. Oh, adorable. So this place is absolutely huge. It must be the same sort of size as the theme park itself. Like, it's massive. I mean, this path I've been walking down for nearly 15 minutes from down at the entrance, just pretty much in a straight line. All the deer around were lovely. As you can see here, you got all the falcons down there, and they do some sort of birds of prey show on here, it seems. It was on earlier in the day. There's all the seating for it at the top. So I'm in the next area now. Look at these little fellas. They're cute, aren't they? Hello. Just chilling out there, enjoying the sunshine. Searching for food. Sorry, I haven't got any. Oh, some more goat action up here for you all. Some more goat park worldwide. We've had loads this trip, haven't we? Don't think there's going to be any tomorrow in the final vlog from this trip, but you never know, anything's possible. This seems like it's all the facilities for inside here. Little restaurants over there. I wonder if that's open on an evening for people staying in the wagons. It's also worth pointing out you can bring your caravan here as well, or motorhome, and park that up, which is quite interesting. It's very nice. It's so chilled out around here, and it's huge as well. Like, this is the size of the park, if not even bigger, to be honest. It certainly feels like it. I mean, I've only got about half an hour left, so I'm not going to be able to see all of it here, but it's just nice to have seen some of it, just so I've got the full experience in terms of what there is here at Tripsdrill. Not too sure what this is, but it looks like it's a bit of an interactive thing to do. Oh, I can hear some chimes actually. Should we pull it? Oh no. Ah, there we are. Different chimes. There's no drums though, is it, unfortunately? Sorry about that, guys. I know you're all a bit disappointed. You wanted some drums and there hasn't been any. Hello. This guy looked like he wanted to be in the vlog, didn't you? So I've come over to see you. Oh wow, aren't your antlers lovely? Oh, maybe he doesn't want to be in the vlog. Well, they're lovely, aren't they? Beautiful. There's just paths leading everywhere here. If you do come, make sure you pick up a map. You definitely need one just to know where you're going. Absolutely amazing. Like I say, I'm not really an animal person, but I wanted to come and show you guys this. Like I say, it's always the full experience on this channel, hence why the videos get so long. And I'm quite sad that we're coming to the end of this series of videos. However, it is leading into that big USA trip. So it seems there's not just the wagons that you can stay in. They've also got these tree houses as well. Very nice, isn't it? And you'll be able to look out on a night and see all the animals. Amazing. I bet that's a very relaxing and enjoyable experience. Not got much in terms of facilities, but I think if you're doing an experience like that, you kind of expect that, don't you, really? It's all part of it. Anyway, I'm going to get the land train back down to the car park. So I thought before I head back into the car and leave Tripsdrill, just thought I'd come back into the main park itself, just have a quick look inside the gift shop just to show you what there is. And yeah, look at this. Quite cool, aren't they? Hello, you're right there. Let's have a look at some of the merchandise on offer. Mammoth at the top, a 500-piece jigsaw if you fancy that. €4.90. Oh, that's cheap. Sticker there, mug. Some nice stuff actually, quite classy merchandise. Some stuff there for Keiretsu, I don't know, I still don't know how to pronounce it. Nice old school style plate there. Some of the rides on. You know me, I like my merchandise. Must say I like how they've got all the drinks just displayed like that as well, which is good, it makes it nice and easy. Got some tankards and glasses at the top. The windmill arm, the log flume. I love Tripsdrill. I do, I think this is a fantastic park. Look at some of the other items here. I'm not too sure if that's the mascot on there or not. I've not really seen much to do with the mascot, to be honest. Stuff for mammoths. That's all food down there. Well, there you go. Thought I'd show you that. Some nice bits of merchandise, actually. Not loads of stuff, but at least they got some nice branded items like that. Awesome. And there you go. Right, I'm going to head back to the car and we'll wrap up the vlog. So I've just got back into an absolutely baking hot car. Honestly, I had to sit here for about 10 minutes just for the air conditioning to try and cool it down. Honestly, it's baking. Normally the aircon's brilliant, but it's been that warm, this car today. It's been 31 degrees out there. Absolutely crazy. What a park. What a first visit and what a vlog. Like, it's been a brilliant day today. Firstly, a big thank you to the park for having me down here today. Like I said, I had complimentary admission to go in. They also gave me permission to film on the rides. That's really good of them. And they just gave me this leaflet when I've been walking out. I've given these out to everyone. I like the sound of this. 3rd of August, they're in a pyrotechnics show. Like, oh, look at that. Like, that's right on my street. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to make it, but it's a little bit further away than I can travel for that, unfortunately. However, it looks great. I'd love to come back for it. This is a part that I'll definitely come back to. You see my thoughts throughout the day. Highlights for me, my favourite thing what I'm taking away from this park is that gorgeous building where the Gerstlauer bobsled and the log flume are. I love it. I could stare at it all day, and I'm going to try and incorporate something like that into my Planet Coaster series, my next one, when it starts after the America trip. But yeah, honestly, it's been absolutely fantastic. Other highlights, the Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster, that was very good. The best Gerstlauer I've ever been on. And away from the coasters, the park itself, all the weird and wacky museums, animatronic shows, you name it, they've got it. Don't forget as well the wonderful animal park. Not really my sort of thing, but I wanted to go over there and have a look. The history of this place is amazing. The staff have been great. The food's all like locally sourced as well. So yeah, it's just got that good family feel. It's like a locals park, you know. I bet they don't get many foreign visits here, you know, hence why there's no like English on the signs and stuff. It's a locals park, that's what they cater for, and I think it's brilliant. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it. Like, words can't describe just how pretty this park is. It's like Europa Park and Toverland mixed together, and that's what I like about it. My only thing with the park, what I would prefer was a little bit more audio in some places. It was a bit quiet in some bits. I can understand why on some of the rides, maybe how they wanted to be quite a relaxing experience, but I felt like there was a couple of areas that could really do with some more music. I mean, I love the soundtrack to Keiretsu, I don't know how you say it, but yeah, like, I love the soundtrack soundtrack to that ride. However, I didn't really hear it that much here actually. Like, there's parts of the soundtrack that I've listened to on YouTube before that weren't playing here, which is a shame really, because it's such a beautiful I'm a Score track. However, you know, there's some areas that don't need audio. In terms of the wooden coaster, that was just okay, nothing spectacular in my opinion. Yeah, like, what a day, very much enjoyed it. I'll definitely be back at some point in the future, and it's sad, isn't it, because there's only one more vlog to come from this epic Europe road trip. I mean, it's been crazy, but I'm not too tired, to be honest, because the only parks that have been open late are Disneyland Paris when I was there last week. So to be honest, I've been all right. I've been having a bit of a chill in the evenings, editing the videos, and as you're watching this now, me and Alex are in America on this big trip, ready for over 20 vlogs. It's going to be absolutely nuts, it really is. But there we go, thanks for joining me from this vlog from Tripsdrill, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at the final park on this epic road trip, and that is going to be somewhere I've never been to before. It's a park in France and it's called Nigloland, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Sean Sandbrook, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all tomorrow.